When you create a macro graph, you're given the option to create a summary profile, which is a composite of all the profiles within the chart. Also, in the spreadsheet that's below each chart, you'll see all the statistics for that summary profile. Here you can see that is shaded in yellow. One of the main advantages of having a summary profile is, well, in this example, you've got weekly profiles for the S&P in a very choppy market, and it's hard to tell where the point of control or the high volume price is. So it really helps find a pivotal or critical long-term level. Also, if you put a value area on that summary profile, those tend to be outstanding support or resistance when you come back to retest them. Here we're looking at gold by month. And what I want to point out here is in the summary profile that the high volume or point of control comes in at 1205. And if you look, when we came back and tested that in June, it was the high for the month. So these old, very high volume and very low volume prices tend to provide support or resistance. Another advantage for having a look at the summary profile. As you can see, when you come back to these low volume prices up here, those tend to be support or resistance. And high volume prices. So another great advantage for the summary profile. In this chart we're looking at weekly profiles, and what's nice about this is that I started this on the week of the earnings report, and you can see the massive move that it had during that week, and then the weeks to follow we're only filling in that range that was established on an impact or a high event risk day or week. And you can see that the value area that was established very early in this cycle also became very good support or resistance when those were revisited later, weeks later. So these long-term profiles are very good for determining good trade location or places to make your wagers. In this chart we're looking at the last two earnings reports. So here on this week we had an earnings report, and then again on this week. And you can see when you compile all these profiles on top of each other that a very noticeable high volume price is apparent. What's nice about that is that we use these high volume prices to determine momentum. Simply, buyers are in control above it and sellers are in control below it. In this last example we're looking at 30-year bond futures, which are very sensitive to employment reports, and in this chart we're looking at all the days compiled on top of each other from one employment report until the next. And we have a very noticeable high volume price around 150 here, and when the next number comes out, if the market gets above that, we know that we have positive momentum, and if the market moves below that, we know sellers are in charge and short positions are likely to pay. Another great advantage of these summary profiles.